Hello, everybody. So, this is going to be what if Deku was sorry, not Robin. I was looking at the suits and I thought Robin, but no, it is actually, kind of obvious. It is Red Hood. Now, I know, it doesn't look like Red Hood, but Red Hood started out as a Robin, so we gotta do it like a Robin. Alright, so, how is Deku going to become Red Hood? Obvious. He is going to be a all-for-one kind of experiment. And how's that going to work? You'll see. So, I'm going to say that all-for-one has a way of reviving people. Yeah, he can bring people back to life. But only if he uses someone else that has, no. I'm going to say that Deku, better yet, this is going to be an interesting one. Deku has a type of kind of level up thing. It's kind of, how do I put it? Like, after a few years, he kind of like sheds his skin. Now, I'm getting this from a manga I read called I Am a Spider, So What? And this ability, it was kind of like whenever the character was at low health, there was a scene where she would shed her skin. Don't worry, she was a spider. And she would shed her spider skin, and all of her health would come back. Everything would be restored. So I would say it's like a total restoration kind of thing. So, how does this fall into play? Well, I'm going to say it's kind of like a hibernation for Deku. Deku never dies, really. He just hibernates. That's kind of how it works for him. So, his body goes into like a rest mode where he heals. That's all it is. And is it messed up? Yeah, it is. Because this stuff is gonna get really messed up really, really fast. So, how does Deku become Red Hood? This is simple and yet not simple, because what happens is this. Deku, he wants to be a hero, so he trains in all kinds of acrobatics. He's training in all kinds of things, and they know about his hibernation thing. They know it's like a healing, a regeneration kind of thing, like a rejuvenation kind of thing, and he doesn't really sleep a lot, too. Like, whenever he gets, like, really hurt, like, I say how he found out about his quirk was Bakugo exploded him into a river where everybody thought he drowned, but he actually just came back to life in a body bag. Like, while they were putting him in a body bag, he just came back to life. And everybody just, they were like, oh shit, his quirk just emerged, and he is overpowered now. So yeah, people praised his quirk, and I think Bakugo would feel bad still, because even if he didn't have a quirk, it would have been bad. It would have been really bad if he didn't have a quirk. So yeah, Bakugo, everybody's just amazed by how Deku's ability works. So this is how it's gonna happen. Deku, he's gonna be a part of I'm gonna say not an all-for-one experiment. I'm gonna say it's going to be a little bit more different. He's going to be a part of a villain attack, and he's going to be around 10 years old. And what happens? Well, a lot of stuff happened, actually. This villain impaled him and beat him to a bloody pulp while killing his mother and throwing him off a building into something, I would say it's into a river. And we're probably wondering, how the hell did he come back to life from this? Well, his body is going to be on a healing kind of moving, so thank God the pole kind of missed almost everything. Almost all the organs kind of just jumped out of the way. So, yeah. Deku got incredibly lucky. 0.00.1% chance of survival. And he got that chance of survival. So, what happens to Deku in this short amount of time is that Deku, he gets hit with something interesting. How do I put it? He becomes, Red Hood after this part. He basically, how do I put it? It's kind of hard to put this because I'm super tired right now. Jesus, I'm tired. Christ, I'm gonna go to bed after this. As you can see, it's right after the video I just tried to do. So yeah, we're doing this. All right, so Deku, he's going to be. Yeah, he would get the pull out just by waking up and pulling it out, and then pretty much through the restoration. I would say it's like just been piled up really after a day, so he would all the he would just like pull it out, and the whole thing would just seal pretty quickly after like a quick nap. And I would say that he wakes up and he remembers everything. Everybody thinks he's dead. There's news articles of him being dead for a week. And I'm going to say that Deku, this is where he reborns himself. He's reborn as he is reborn as kind of like a Robin. And that kind of goes through, and like this goes downhill very fast. On his first kind of like few crusades, he kind of does do good for the city with whatever gear he's found and kind of made for himself. And I'd say that didn't I say he was 10 now? I'm going to say that he's, 5 years is a long time. Like, look what all the Queen did with that time, Jesus. Screw it, yeah, 5 years. And what happens is this, Deku, he kind of does something fun, in a sense. He beats up a bunch of villains and then gets kind of taken in from he becomes a pretty well-known vigilante as I would say the Robin. He gets called the Robin. And I'd say a lot of people are amazed by what he does and how he saves people and all that. And I'll say that this is when things go south quick. This is when Deku dies, so to speak, again. But this time it's in a fire. Now, I did say that he heals, but there will be scars. There will be scars. So, what happens to him now? Well, simple. He gets burnt quite a bit on his back and, well, on his legs and all that. So he comes back, yes. And this time, after a lot of abuse, no, I would say no. We're going to do something worse. Instead of fire. Well, there is a fire, but not how you think. Basically, a bunch of villains capture him, beat the crap out of him, post a video of him on the media, and instantly everybody sees this video of him getting beaten with a crowbar, with everything they have. Now, here's the thing. Could he regrow a limb? I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. But we'll see later on, probably. But right now, I'm going to do this. Basically, Deku, he gets his ass handed to him. Then, when this is like a live broadcast, I would say, not video upload, they do it later, but this is a live broadcast, and it's all over the news stations, and I'd say that right when the heroes are about to get there, the whole place blows up, and they find Deku dead. They can't find a pulse, but there is a pulse. It's just very, 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 very faint. His body's in a full-on restoration mode, and it's taking longer because of all the internal damage. So what do? They put him in a casket, put him in the ground, and they say, here lies a great vigilante who should have been a hero early on. Like, basically, it's like a huge, some kind of speech about him should have been a hero, he would have made a fine hero, something like that. And I would say this hits a lot of people, because some people were like, oh my god, this guy is so cool, does he even have a quirk? And I'd say a lot of people think, oh yeah, he's quirkless. Look at him do that cool stuff. And that, like, he raised so much people to get involved. And what ends up happening now is this. Deku, even though he's presumed dead, he gets up again. And he breaks open the casket. He gets out, he climbs his way out, and what does he do now? After being beaten and tortured, I would say it wasn't just for just for a day. I'd say it was for a few days, actually. And it took them forever, because this was a non-stop beating. They used crowbars, they used all kinds of stuff. And yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. So what ended up happening? Simple. Deku became the Red Hood, and I'm going to talk about that in the next part. This was Deku was the Red Hood. Hope you all have a good day and a good night. Peace out.